when we are in the middle of crisis, it does feel like chaos. There's this whirlwind of activities and feelings, and it's so easy to feel overwhelmed or so alone. Like you're the only one in the world that it knows that this is happening to you or your loved ones. And it's easy to get the message from the outside world that we've personally done something wrong to not prevent a crisis like this from happening to us. Like it's unusual. But this is life, right? It has its ups and downs. At no point in human history have we ever been guaranteed protection from suffering, sorrow, or disaster of one kind or another. Life's twists and turns, slow climbs and steep drops, like a roller coaster you've never been on before and only get to ride once. Lucky for us, in a community of care like this one, we have companions on that roller coaster of life. We companion each other through the chaos, any upcoming disaster, and the grief that lingers, even when the activity is over. The Pastoral Care Associates you've heard from today are folks who have made the decision to commit to caring for our congregation in an even deeper way than we all already care for each other. And they volunteer their time and energy giving extra love, and I appreciate it, and I know all of you have received some form or another, or you might in the future. Pastoral Care Associates and the staff of UU Nashua give freely with no conditions or reciprocity necessarily needed. This is unconditional love that we can give to each other, and I hope that you will join us in giving that unconditional love to each other in whatever capacity you have in your life. Whether you're a person at the center of a crisis or in the inner circle of support around that person in crisis, it can be tempting to try and fix the problem when there is no solution to the problem. Tempting to try to just make the chaos stop. And in fact, this may be a role that we are tempted to perform in order to meet other people's expectations of us as caretakers. Most of all, when we're in chaos, it is so helpful to have someone just listen and not try to fix things. Experience on both sides has taught us that we can offer comfort and support for each other just by holding space, even in silence, giving each other a moment to breathe, a break from the chaos. Even if, as that caregiver or that space holder, it feels like you're not doing anything. Listening, holding space, reaching out with a silent card from afar does so much. We've talked about boundaries and checking in with ourselves and listening to the person in crisis or in that inner circle, what they need and prefer and want and what their boundaries are. When a loved one or a stranger is scared, overwhelmed, we can take the burden off that person in the center of the chaos just by giving space, time to breathe and relax. Now that you have heard from some of our Pastoral Care Associates, perhaps you feel like you know them a little better than you did before, and I hope that you feel comfortable approaching them or reaching out in the future when you yourself are in crisis or just need a little bit of help. You don't have to be in the middle of a whirlwind to want to connect. And we are here for that. Remember that you can reach out at any time and that we all hold each other in love. And that holding each other in unconditional love is something that I see as holy.